don't got no friends. I don't got no friends. You know what I mean? I got supporters, people on my side and people on the other side.
Welcome to the shift where the whole room blows. EMG vibes got the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. This you flat, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm like, yo, shine just right. Respect your view even if we don't align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. EMG family, we elevate the mind right. This that channel that be talking back, energy attack. Iron sharp as iron, watch the whole league react. Competition in the building, better tighten up your facts. We ain't clones, but we still mirror how you crack under impact. Every debate will work hot, spot a weak, rep fast. You live wrong, paradigm shift, and break your stance. I'm the judge, the jury, the pen, the contrast. My bars hit always like a quadruple. Buying tell the shift, where the whole room blow. EMG vibes got the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. If you black, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm light, yeah, we shine just right. Respect your view, even if we don't all align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. EMG family, we elevate the mind right. We invite every mind, long as you stand on yours. Walking with respect, leave with open doors. Channel stay lit, views jumping off the boards. STL bounce, yeah, the spy from the source. Competitors, welcome, step up, don't fold. We don't fit pressure, we refine under load. Thoughts heavy, we press them till the truth get told. Shift so clean, it feel platinum even when it's gold. Come through correct, bring your logic and your proof. Speak your truth, just don't run from the truth. We debate with grace, that's the paradigm groove. Flow so smooth, even turbulence move. Welcome to the shift where the whole room go. EMG vibes got the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. If you black, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm light, yeah, we shine just right. Respect your view, even if we don't align right. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. EMG family, we elevate the mind right. Where the whole go. DMG vibes got the city on go. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' go. If you black, I'm with you, let the whole world know. Paradigm light, yeah, we shine just right. Respect your view, even if we don't align right. We can disagree and still keep the love light. DMG family, we elevate the mind right. Welcome to the shift. DMG vibes got the city on go. Welcome to the shift. Stand on what you know, every mind gon' grow. Welcome to the shift. If you black, I'm with you, if you black, I'm with you. Welcome to the shift. We can disagree and still keep the love tight. Welcome to the shift. EMG family, we elevate the mind right. Welcome to the shift. EMG vibe, got the city on low. Walk with paradigm shift, keep the road forward.
Y'all know I say that greeting for one reason and one reason only. It's because if you black, I'm with you. And I hope that you with me.
Good night, people. I'm coming on. This is a little promotion for Worldview Wars, Paradigm Shift, and Fights Movement Kemet. So all three links are in the chat at the moment. What I'm going to do is probably spend a half an hour going over some of the video on Worldview Wars. So like, share, subscribe, particularly to Worldview Wars is the platform I'm promoting right now, as well as Paradigm Shift and Fights Over Kemet. I really didn't mean to put Fights Over Kemet in there, but what's in there? So the one I'm really focusing on tonight is Worldview Wars. So I'm going to go over a couple of videos. I might be on it for half an hour, 45 minutes. So I'm really promoting Worldview Wars and its content because that's his newest platform. And we want to promote that platform to you guys. So here we go. Let's go into it. See what we got here. start from the beginning. Let's see what we got here. That's what we have here. Let's do this one here. This is the new debate rule. We're going to go over this one a little bit.
Tell her no stress, no big. Baby, I'm just too big. Better know I brought that with me. In case they get too big. Baby, don't stress, don't sweat it. Put it all on my bed. Know how I'm coming. And they know what we hit around through that left side, low end. All of mine need more wins. If you got beef, don't come out. My young hitter might go in. Uptown GN. Working all through my weekend. Hoping these don't show out. Cause all of my hitters too deep in. With a boy, I'm so ashamed. Ain't worried about as long as my money and my green. Above star.
Yes. That is Hemi, the biblical barbarian. Hemi, you're gonna have to get at me about what was going on at the end. You was real drawn there. I don't know what you were saying, but guess what? I felt the song overall. I think it was a dope track. So with that being said, guys, I want to give a shout out to everybody tuning in. Hey, do me a favor. Let me turn my camera on. Press the live button. Press that like button. Let everybody know that we are live. I know this is new, and I am trying to get this thing set up here. Let me go in my living room here. Let me go in my living room here for a moment and get up because I want to explain the new rules and format for the Worldview Wars debate platform here. Real excited to share this with everyone. And we want to be different. And we definitely want the debates to be more spectacular. So give me a chance shot here. All right. Just wanted to get a little bit more comfortable here. Sit in my living room a little bit here. Get ready to build with y'all for a moment, man. So I want to give a shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Giving a shout out to the chat. We got 18 people in the building. What I'm really waiting on for is the rest of the debaters to get over here. Let's have this conversation. I want to show everybody what's going to be expected of them. And this is a very exciting platform here that I am now running here. And I want you guys to do your best here. So with that being said, I want to give a shout out to C-Dot Hustle is in the building. What up, bro? I called you, man. You didn't answer the phone. Shout out to myself and First SHVWN. I guess that's Sean. What's going on with you? Authentically, Erica. Jose Francis, what's good with you? Haru Consciousness, Mika, Saran Lata, and everybody else that's watching. Hey, let's get these views up. Let's get these likes up, guys. Let me know you're alive. Comment in the channel. Let me know what's going on, man. Y'all see what it is, man. Welcome to Worldview Wars, man. Hey, don't get mad. Get smart. Because that's what we doing moving forward, man. We not getting mad no more. We getting smart. And we definitely want this a platform. We want the platform to be real exciting for everybody. Shout out to Infinite Guide. What's going on, man? I know I went live at around this time, 8:31, but I had to do this, guys. And I promise you, this is going to be real exciting for you all. You guys are definitely going to enjoy what we have in store. Shout out to HITZ Hits is in the building. What's good with you, man? How you doing? Once again, shout out to everybody. This is the Worldview Wars debate platform. Guys, do me a favor. Go over there to Worldview Wars on YouTube. Go over there and subscribe. Subscribe to that channel so we can build up the subscribers over there because we're going to be coming with a lot of presentations. I'm going to be paying a couple of people, because you have to pay people to come on and do presentations pertaining to comparative mythology, anthropology, Egypt, etc. I've been talking to people like Dr. Joshua Bowen. I'm real excited about that. As you guys can see, I'm quite nervous. I keep turning my hat left and right. That's usually a sign of me being nervous, because this is something that I really don't want to fail. I don't want this to fail. So it's important that this platform gets up off the ground, because I know there are people that want to be seen. There are people that want to be heard. There are people that have their information that they want to get off. Give me a second. Let me turn my light on here. Give me a second here. It says it must. Okay, got you. I just want to make sure everybody can see this. This is important to me. I worked on this by myself, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy this right here. Let me bring this down a little bit, and here we go. Now, understanding that the current format is okay. I think the current format is fine, but I think that format is getting a little played out. That format is getting played out where debaters such as myself, Cedric, a brother Rob, we get up there with 30 different slides, and we're clicking through all these slides, and we're trying to synthesize all this information in a short amount of time. And it seems like we're speed running through the debate. And what I began to do when I was listening to Steve Infomonger, I was listening to him, and I was listening to Brother Silky, their debate, and I noticed that, you know, first of all, there were so many technical difficulties with Silky's presentation. I had noticed something. They were both kind of like speed running through their presentation. It was just
see it now, the disrespect. Put some respect on the disrespect. All I am trying to do is connect. Of disagreement, let's have a combo. Don't talk about me. Put some respect on the disrespect. Put some respect on the disrespect.
Get through all these slides. And I begin to notice that you're reading somebody else's work. And I asked myself, hey man, if we want to be about integrity and we want to be about a great debate platform, why not help enhance, make the platform great for the debaters? Now, I think all the debaters are great, right? I think they're very competitive, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? So I thought about it. How can it become better? First of all, it's just too many slides. And what I began to see, it would be 2 rounds, 15 minutes a round. That's 30 minutes on one side and 30 minutes on the other side. And that come out to about an hour, right? 30 and 30 is 60 minutes. I want you guys to hear the time. And then after that, it's a 10-minute rebuttal on both sides. So that's 20 minutes. So now we got an hour and 20 minutes. Then you have a 10-minute Q&A, which everybody is waiting on, right? Everybody's waiting on this Q&A round because they know that's when the real argument begins, right? So we hear that and we just sit up here and say, okay, well, how can we make this better? Because you got 20 and 20 with a total of 4 minutes from the rebuttal round, 20 minutes and 20 minutes from the rebuttal round to the Q&A round. And I said, that's 40 minutes right there. So now we're almost 2 hours and 20 minutes into a debate in which all you did really, in actuality, was hear 2 people come up here with slide after 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 slide. And y'all know y'all tired of it. There's always this technical difficulty with it, right? So what I've decided to do is this, and this is how we're going to get to this is how we're going to get down to it. But before I get into that, I want to also explain integrity in debates and why it's important. When an audience is listening to a debate, or when a judge is listening to a debate, a judge wants to hear a clear and cohesive argument. And generally, when there's a debate, you have an affirmative side and you have a negative side. Now, if anybody does not understand what an affirmative and a negative side is, an affirmative is saying yes and a negative is saying no. An affirmative is saying yes with his primary source or his comprehension to back up what it is he's teaching or debating about. And the negative is saying an affirmative, no, you're wrong, and here's why. We want to talk about integrity, so let's talk about integrity as it pertains to debates. The affirmative, once again, is saying yes. Let's give it a hypothetical. The Exodus happened. The affirmative is saying yes. If he wants to use syllogism and toponyms and all those things that someone like Courtney tries to, he goes about saying, then the negative, he's going to come and say, no, the Exodus did not happen according to, and here's why. Now, if an affirmative makes a statement and he says the Exodus did happen, and it happened around the 15th century BCE, the negative now has to argue against the affirmative's premise. He can't come steel man or straw man his argument and not address the affirmative's argument. I saw a very important argument up here a couple of months ago between 2 gentlemen, and it was concerning evolution. And I saw someone hiding their hands. And it's not important because I thought it was still a great debate, but I actually told the person who took the debate, that's your fault, right? And I felt like one side was trying to be cohesive and clear, and the other side kind of played semantics. We're not doing that anymore. We want to show some integrity. We want to stand on what it is we're teaching. We want to stand on what it is that our scholarship is leading us to. So from now on, before the debate even begins, the phone call is going to happen. Of course, it's going to be either me or probably Brother Pianki, who you guys are going to give a call, but I would love to hear the arguments. Of course, I am running the platform. And we're going to determine what the name of the debate should be. Now, after you guys come to an agreement on what the debate is going to be, a premise must be submitted to one another. You want to submit your premise to your opponent so he can study what it is you are debating. And you want to give him 3 sources, at least 3 sources. Because if you come with any new information that he's not familiar with, he can still attack your argument. or the negative side. The affirmative must present his, and the negative must present his, because in that affirmative rebuttal and in that negative rebuttal, this is going to set the tone for the chin check session. It's going to make for a very exciting debate. One of my more exciting debates, because I'm experienced as a debater, was my debate with Anonymous Hebrew. We exchanged sources. Joshua, he known as the goddamn devil in this league, and people can't stand him. But I asked Joshua, we were going to debate about Egypt and whether or not that they were Levantine peoples. And I said, let me get your sources for that. He sent them. He sent them, boom, boom. And it was my job to read them. So when I'm arguing against his affirmative stance, I know where he's coming from. Double affirmative debates cannot fly anymore. We gotta stop that. If you stand on your source, you're safe. I want you guys to understand that. Standing on your source makes you safe. It's okay to say, okay, that source is incorrect. You move on. So now you guys are getting familiar with affirmative argumentation and negative argumentation. Go and study the nuances between the two on your own. And you guys are going to be saying, man, I've been doing this wrong all along. All right, go study the 42 forms or the 42 illogical fallacies. Go study them, understand them, right? So we want to submit our premise with at least 3 sources in there. Another reason why I want to do that is because if somebody comes into the debate and they do not discuss the sources, mainly the affirmative stance or the negative stance, mainly the affirmative, if you're not arguing against his information, then that's very disingenuous. And if he does not argue what he submitted to you, you can nail him because you have the 3 sources. And you're saying, these are the sources you supplied me with. These are the sources that you gave me. So what we're trying to do is create some integrity over here. You guys are going to love this. So instead of it being a 15-minute round, it's going to now be an 8-minute affirmative round and an 8-minute negative round. You guys don't need, I think you guys are more than intelligent to start rhetoricizing your material. I think you guys are very exciting to listen to, but I think the problem is you're reading too much. I'm going to give you an example of how you might want to put your slides together. You guys can take it or you don't have to. So I'm looking forward to that. I want to see your best. I want to see your best rhetoric. I want to see your best affirmative stance or negative stance on why a Chris Harris is wrong that Jesus is a Messiah. I don't want to hear you reading from a slide. I don't want to hear you appealing to consensus or appealing to authority all the time as the affirmative, because many of us do it. I've done it. Everybody's done it. Now we're going to see your best because you ain't going to have all the slides. 8 minutes is more than enough time to rhetoricize didactically your talking points about your 3 sources or 2 sources if we agree. There will be an 8-minute rebuttal round. So 16 and 16 so far, we're 32 minutes into the debate. On both sides, 8 is 16 for both sides. You got 16 minutes to get done. After the affirmative lays down his premise, after the negative goes against the affirmative premise saying why he's wrong. Here's the great part, the rebuttal. The rebuttal round is not to enter new information. Let me repeat. You are not to bring forth new information in the rebuttal round. That is unfair to the debater and to the platform and to your peers. During the rebuttal round, you have to, as a negative, refute the affirmative's claims, and same goes for the affirmative. He is saying why he is correct. Let's show some integrity.
I'm going to stop this one. I'm going to put on a little bit of another one. And I'm going to get out of here. Give me 1 second. Another one. Give me a second there. I recognize like I'm going on the worst times ever. So let's try to play a bit of another one of them. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find one thing and half hour I'm out of here. This one is times first 6 weeks of fun. So we got half an hour out that I'm out of here.
Two interests. The KKK wanted a white America. Garvey wanted a black Africa. Validation of segregation. By meeting with Clark, Garvey effectively validated the Klan's premise that the two races could never coexist peacefully. Endorsement.
Yes.
Following the meeting, Garvey famously stated that the KKK and other white supremacist groups were the better friends of the black man because they were honest about their desire for separation. Everything I'm reading to you in this introduction, in this opening, is showing the viewing audience that this guy was clearly in support of Jim Crow. Racial purity, anti-miscegenation. This is clearly ideologies that come from and stem from Jim Crow. Garvey's rhetoric often mirrored the purity arguments used by Jim Crow legislators.
1 minute.
Jim Crow laws were designed to prevent race mixing, to maintain white supremacy. Garvey, conversely, advocated for race purity to maintain the integrity of the African diaspora. He was a staunch critic of amalgamation, interracial marriage, fearing that it would lead to an eventual disappearance of the black race, which he would call the mongrel race. This shared obsession with maintaining distinct racial lines created a strange ideological bridge between black nationalists and the architects of Jim Crow. So it's very clear Garvey supported the result of Jim Crow, the development of the black belt, because it forced black people to trade with one another. He believed that if black people were integrated into white society, they would always be at the bottom of the economic ladder. By accepting the separate part of the separate but equal, Garvey hoped to capitalize on the captive black market to build his own shipping lines, factories, and grocery stores. In his mind, Jim Crow provided the protectionist environment needed for the black capitalism to germinate without being swallowed by white competition.
Time, and that's time. 3 minutes on the dot. Let me reset, and we'll turn it over to Taz. Clock is reset at 3 minutes. It's on you, Doc. Let me know when you're ready. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm ready. So we're here today to debate if Marcus Garvey supported Jim Crow. I think the obvious answer is no, but unfortunately we have to do a debate on it because people don't understand that. So today I'll be debating with the sources coming from the Library of Congress, which outlines Jim Crow. I'll be using the Jim Crow Museum. I'll also be using direct quotes from Marcus Garvey and historical events to denote that not only did Marcus Garvey not support Jim Crow, but he actually fought against Jim Crow. Jim Crow was actually a minstrel, a character that was used to make black people look crazy, dumb, stupid, lazy, corny, just foolish. Marcus Garvey never supported this imagery for black people. He never wanted black people to look stupid, foolish, corny, lazy, or any of those things. And so understanding what Jim Crow is going through the door is going to be very important because it's not just a minstrel. It's not just a minstrel show. We also have the laws that came behind Jim Crow. The understanding that these laws were created specifically to undermine Black Americans is very key to this conversation, because you can say Garvey did this, he said that, he liked this person, but what you're not going to be able to see today from the other side is Marcus Garvey going against people here in this country, celebrating, supporting, praising Jim Crow. Jim Crow actually has an actual context to it, not just what we believe. Now, what's at question is Marcus Garvey's path to getting out of Jim Crow. And with that, I'll be showing that he did not support it because he wanted to get away from it. He wanted Black people to go above and beyond Jim Crow. Jim Crow is a racial caste system, one that operates primarily, but not exclusively, to the southern and border states. Between 1877 and the mid-1960s, Jim Crow was more than just simply a rigid set of anti-Black laws. It was a way of life. Under Jim Crow, we were relegated to second-class citizens.
1 minute.
So Jim Crow represents the legitimization of anti-Black racism. If he can't show you anti-Black racism amongst Black people, not for our benefit, but to support whites, he's going to fall short. So again, understanding that Jim Crow and its history is rooted in undermining Black people is paramount. Marcus Garvey understood that in this country, we would not be equal operating under Plessy versus Ferguson, and it panned out because after this was undermined by Brown versus the Board of Education, we saw positive gains. So again, to imply that Jim Crow was supported by Marcus Garvey when it was literally just a reaction to Reconstruction with the goal of enforcing white supremacy is nonsense, which is what I'm going to show today. So we'll get up with it in the Q&A round. I appreciate y'all's time.
All right. And the brother was finished right at the 3-minute mark. These brothers are on point as far as the time. Let me reset the clock to 12 minutes, and we're going to turn it over to Joshua for his first round. Joshua, do you want to bring up your presentation so I can get it queued up to go?
Yeah, I'll just set my clock and get my notepad ready. All right, so let me share my screen here. Got to do this for the Catholic Church, you know what I'm saying? 5th Street, putting another heathen in the box. And but before I even get to my presentation, let's talk about the Texas sharpshooter fallacy. And this is what my man Pots and Pans Taz is doing here. He's basically trying to limit
What's
Jim.
going on, bro?
Wait, what are you talking about? You can't hear me?
Hold up, I stopped the time. Hold on.
Yeah,
What
what's
happened?
going on?
You
I'm
can't,
saying,
you can't hear me?
No, it's not. You're not on the clock right now, bro.
I'm not on the clock.
No, I started this time as soon as he said.
Wait, what?
My bad.
Yeah, no, I had started. He got. Let's see.
I thought you had my presentation on the screen. What happened, DMG?
He got 11 minutes 53 seconds. I don't even see your presentation, bro.
It's right there. You see? Now put my window up there. You see it right there, back there in the tab?
Yeah. Okay. Got you.
All right.
Yeah, I was confused. My bad, bro. I definitely wasn't trying to cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah, I thought you were saying.
And Joshua, when you said let's get into I just started your time because I thought you was going. You was just waiting on to add your presentation. So,
Oh, okay. All right. Let me just redo my. I'm keeping track of my own time too. So let me just reset that. Man.
Okay, I got you at 11 minutes and 53 seconds.
All right. So again, let's deal with.
I'm just going to go ahead, put about it here, subscribe to me if you want, subscribe to me if you want, subscribe to me if you want. That's the goal. That's the goal for tonight. Subscribe to me if you want, subscribe to me.
I don't got no friends. You know what I mean? I got supporters, people on my side and people on the other side.
don't stop. Only help a real cause. Hood legend on some pocket. Manifested till I'm living large. Eyeballing cause the sky falling. I'ma catch a little piece though. I ain't worried about your little. No, she easy as a free throw. She wanna hold me like ransom. Just cause I'm young and I'm handsome. Tell all these to have a seat. I know that they cannot stand them. Burn it and roll me another one. I do whatever I feel like. I remember when we dreamed about it. Woke up this morning, it's real life. Trade the whip, trade the currency. Moving like it's an emergency. We gotta check out, it's close to 11, so baby, ride it with some urgency. I'm just here for the fun part, cause I'm good on the money part. I be leaving in the cold season, coming back for the sunny part. With us and get your money up, with us and get your wig split. Ever since I was a little boy, I've been plotting on the big. Bigger pockets, bigger resume. When you keep it, really resonate. If he really want it, never hesitate. If he mad at me, better meditate. You ain't gotta like it. You just gotta live with it. Never gave us nothing. Look at what we did with it. In a foreign city. Moving like I live in it. Never caught.
You ain't gotta like it, you just gotta deal with it. DMG Vibes got the city on go.
Conversations can spark change. You ain't gotta like it, you just gotta deal with it. The infamous perspective with the infamous DMG.